You're not lazy, you just need more discipline. How many times have we heard that? How many times have we told ourselves that? Hi, my name is Jyotsna and welcome to Self-Acquainted, a space to be you. And look, there is some truth there. I'm not going to pretend that discipline does not matter. But what if the real issue isn't lack of discipline? What if pushing ourselves harder or searching for some magical motivation switch isn't actually the answer? What if we are just stuck in a pattern that made sense at one point but doesn't serve us anymore? Now I'm curious if this sounds familiar. Say the day is almost over, you're on the couch thinking about how it went. Maybe you didn't get much done, maybe you felt stuck all day. But despite it all, as you think about tomorrow, there's this little spark of hope. You think tomorrow's gonna be different. You can almost see that version of you who wakes up energized, gets things done, finally feels like you've got it all together. And then the next morning comes, and that version of you feels like a million miles away. The alarm goes off, you hit snooze, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe so many times you've stopped counting. And the thing is, it's not that you don't care, it's that something in your body just won't cooperate, like this invisible weight keeping you stuck right where you are. So when you finally get up, it's not because you're ready, it's because you have to. And by evening, you're back where you started, making yourself the same promise that tomorrow is going to be different. But what if I were to tell you that tomorrow could actually be different? What if instead of pushing ourselves harder, we focused on understanding what's really going on? I've learned what we call laziness or lack of discipline might actually be our body trying to protect us. There's actually a name for this. It's called survival mode. And it's not something we consciously choose. It's this automatic response that kicks in when our body believes we are not safe. So you might wonder, but where does this belief even come from? Well, for some of us, it started early, growing up in a home where stress was just the norm. For others, it happened later, when life grew more demanding. And with each new pressure, it became difficult to keep going, whether it was the bills we couldn't ignore, the deadlines we were trying to meet, or the burnout we were still navigating. And each time we tried to climb out, something knocked us back down. And after enough of these experiences, our brain started connecting the dots. It learned that trying leads to failure, that hope leads to disappointment, that taking action means risking more pain. So, slowly over time, our body learned to keep us still. And no, it's not because we are broken, it's because staying still feels safer than facing another letdown. And this is exactly where that heaviness comes from, that frustrating feeling where we want to move forward, but something inside just won't let us. Because deep down, our body genuinely believes that it is keeping us safe, even though it's not. Which means the solution isn't about pushing ourselves or forcing ourselves. It's actually helping ourselves feel safe enough to move again. Think about a plant for a second. Before anything can grow, it needs the right conditions, right? We can't just plant a seed in soil that's not ready and expect it to thrive. So, what if instead of waking up and immediately demanding change from ourselves, we tried something gentler? Something like pausing for a second, taking a deep breath, and reminding ourselves, I'm safe right now. I can move at my own pace. And I know it might feel a little awkward at first, maybe even silly, but even if we don't fully believe it yet, saying it out loud can rewire how we feel. It changes our whole energy from fighting ourselves to befriending ourselves. We actually stop being our own obstacle and start being our own ally. And this is exactly how we rebuild trust with ourselves, one day at a time. It's like making a promise to that part of us that's been working so hard to keep us safe and saying, I won't abandon you when life gets tough. And part of keeping that promise means starting small. Because when we are in survival mode, big goals can feel overwhelming. It's like trying to climb a mountain when we are already exhausted. So, what if instead of reaching for the mountain, we reach for something we can actually hold? Something like simple, low pressure tasks that give us a sense of structure. I like to call them anchor tasks. It could be something as basic as making the bed so you can walk back into a tidy room later, washing your face in the morning to get a fresh start, doing the dishes right after you eat instead of leaving them for later. Or maybe it's spending 10 minutes tidying that one corner that's been bothering you. The thing is, we can't rush our way out of survival mode. That's a bit like trying to fall asleep by forcing ourselves to relax. Doesn't really work, does it? Because our body needs to learn it's safe again. And that means embracing slowness, like finding small moments throughout the day just to be present. Whether that's pausing to take a deep breath, sitting quietly for a moment, or doing one thing without rushing or multitasking. I know what you're thinking. It sounds too simple, but the simplicity is exactly what makes it work. We are teaching our body it's okay to exist without constant urgency. And as we slow down like this, we start to untangle our worth from productivity. Because in survival mode, our worth tends to get all wrapped up in what we do, how much we achieve, what we accomplish. But our worth isn't a scoreboard. Our value doesn't come from tracking how much we get done or measuring ourselves against some invisible metric. It's not something that goes up and down based on our output. And when we realize we are enough as we are, even messy, even unfinished, that's when we build real safety. And honestly, even this healing process itself is movement forward. Now, as someone who struggled with structure myself, I've learned that I need to keep it really simple or I won't stick with it. So, I'm sharing what's actually been working for me. It's called the Body, Mind, Soul Reset. So, each day I focus on three things, three simple things: one for the body, one for the mind, and one for the soul. Say for the body, it could be something that makes us feel grounded. Maybe it's going for a short walk, exploring the nature around us, or taking time to prepare and savor a warm, nourishing meal. For the mind, it could be something that engages our brain in a gentle way, like reading few pages of a book, working on a creative project, or simply writing down our thoughts. For the soul, it could be something that nourishes us from the inside, whether that's journaling, meditating, or simply sitting with ourselves and being present without reaching for our phone. That's it. Just three simple touch points. I know some people thrive on elaborate routines, and that's wonderful for them. But for me, this is what feels sustainable. If there's one thing I want you to remember, it's this. When we start with small anchor tasks, when we give ourselves the permission to move slowly, when we stop measuring our worth by our productivity, we give ourselves the room to feel safe again in motion. And that's what this is really about. It's not about becoming some productivity machine, but learning to move through life without everything feeling so difficult or everything feeling like such a challenge. And we don't have to make giant leaps to get there. An inch is more than enough. Maybe it's one anchor task today, or one small win tomorrow, or even just one moment where we are not fighting with ourselves. Because when we start to feel safer, discipline stops being such a struggle. It stops being this thing that we battle with every day, but instead, it starts to feel more natural. It feels more like something that flows because we want it to, not because we are forcing ourselves to. Which brings us back to where we started. All this time, we thought something is wrong with us. But in reality, our body was just trying to protect us in the only way it knew how. And once we understand that, we can finally meet ourselves with the compassion we've always deserved. Now, as you think about your journey, where do you think you could show yourself some compassion? Drop it in the comments below because I think there's something powerful about putting our intentions out there. And who knows, your small step might inspire someone else's. I hope something here resonated with you. Thank you again for being here with me, and I'll see you in the next video.